Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, fam. My name is Leroy, and welcome, Makoya and down. Yay, we're back, and yeah, man. Please, for those who are new here, who don't know what's happening here, we listen to Ask a Man. Then by 11:30, we're gonna have our own young segment there. We are going to be talking about self improvement today. So, but until then, going to be listening to Ask a Man. My name is Leroy, and welcome. Please keep tapping screen there, tap 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 tap, and just keep sharing the live here and there for your friends, your family, and for somebody you feel like they might need this help. And yeah, man, let's be great people and let's spread love and peace and happiness. Hey, man, you know what, nah? So while we wait actually for them to come through, oh yeah, and please send some gifts, guys. Like please send those roses, those heart key thingies, those parking, those snap heart thingies. And today, just like every day, we are joined by a real life coach. She's Noni. And yeah, man, you can get her services by following her. She's here. She's a professional life coach and relationship coach. So yeah, she joins us here every day for free. But if you need some personal help from her personally, just make sure you are ready to pay her. But then she does this from the goodness of her heart, actually, to come and join us every day to help where we can. So hey guys, you know what, before we start, hey, there's really something that I realized, like literally this morning, actually. And that is, as we grow up, a healthy diet is very important, guys. Hey. Happy, taking care of yourself is very important. So let's actually like pay more attention to that. And yeah, man. But yeah, anyway, we are ready for Ask a Man. You can come and request here. Okay. And he is ready to just keep tapping the screen there and send gifts here. Here's Anonymous.
Good morning, Kuzo. How are you?
Good, thanks to you, Papa. Today?
Yes,
Yes, you are?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, there we go. Now, I just wanted to check in. Before we continue, Anonymous, house rules quick fast. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. Anonymous, if you're in agreement with these terms, please confirm by stating I agree. However, if you do not agree, we kindly ask for you to let us know that at Oshapu, but we want you to stay and let us know what is on your mind. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Let's go, Anonymous. We're listening.
Yes, I've got the situation, yeah. I'm married and I'm dating a woman that is also married. So we end up having a child together with the married woman. So my thing is, I do support the child, and no one knows. It's only between us who knows about the child. But I used to see the child when she was still young. So we used to meet somewhere and play with the child. I had to bond with him. But as she's growing up, we stopped because now we saw the danger that is going to come with it. Like she knows the father, or the one that she stays with. So now we didn't want to confuse her who is like. And even if we say that it's an uncle, that mother can say that, then we met the uncle, and you will sometimes maybe wondering to know which uncle, you understand?
Sure.
So we decided, no, we have to stop. But sometimes I do miss her and things like that. So the thing is, she's growing. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Like, I know, actually, I know that is a black people do traditional things like for a child when it's born and things like that. So I think that it has been done. I assume, and I didn't ask the mother, that it has been done in the side of your husband. but we both know that who is the father of the child. So I'm confused. Like the child is how it's gonna affect her life when she grows up and things like that. And also, I'm a bit nervous. What if I'm sitting on a table? I don't know if this thing is gonna explode one day. Somebody will gonna find out what's gonna happen there. So that is why I need a help and some advice for some people. Maybe there's someone out there who has been in the similar situation as mine. So yeah.
So Anonymous, how old is the child?
The child is now turning 4.
4, okay. Just to put you at ease, not that you need to be at ease actually, but you're not the only one. Funny enough, I met someone on Sunday who I've known the other child from the marriage, who is the other child is 19, and then he introduced me to his other child who is also 19. They are 1 month apart, but he's and I've known this person for years, and he's just introduced the child who is 1 month apart to the wife. And he knew all along. So you're not the only one. But anyway, story for another day.
Whew. Let me ask you a question. Anonymous, did you do a DNA test?
Yes. Not exactly, but the thing is that the husband was away the time where she conceived.
For how long?
So
What's going on?
for about 2 months.
Okay. Yeah, possible. But I think,
But that's weird though. So the husband then came, you said the husband doesn't know.
Yes, he doesn't know.
It's possible, naked. You know, men sometimes they ignore finer details sometimes, and depending on the dynamics of the relationship, it could be one of those. You know, there are men who vouch, my wife will never cheat on me.
Sure.
My wife will never. And that time, sometimes I ask these guys, do you know it's possible that your wife is doing exactly what you're doing? And they go, never. That one is always available. That one is always cooks. His other one is always here. He's always here. And then, at the same time, the wife is cheating.
Yeah, but then there's also men that are too scared or too embarrassed to admit that they're infertile. So then they go away for 2-3 months, knowing, and they have agreements with the wife that when I'm gone, this will happen.
Do you have children with the wife, Anonymous?
Let's ask.
Anonymous?
Yes.
Do they have children? The wife, your
wife and
your wife's friend, your girlfriend. Ooh, Lord.
Guys, what's happening here?
Yeah. Does she have?
For some reason, it's just making it very difficult.
Does she have children with her husband?
Yes, they had boys.
Oh, okay. You see, so he's not infertile. So once, yeah. Can I make a request, ne? Can I make a request?
Okay.
So the producer has time to load the song. This is time I'm requesting a song for this one. So you said she's married, you are married, and you feel like you are holding something in, and you are tied up, and you want to be free and released, ne?
Yes.
Okay. And I've got a song, if you can, because you two, your group is Mary, and Shackles. You tell about Shackles.
You're so
Mary.
Yes, because they're married, both of them as well.
Okay.
Anonza.
Hello.
Yes.
What I read from myself is you were selfish then when you were having an affair, and now you want to continue being selfish. You just want things your way all the time, and when you don't get things your way, bridges must burn.
No, but this is something that I forgot to mention.
Talk to us.
At the time when I met that married woman, we were having some problems with my wife. We became separated for a few months.
Yeah, but you were married. Like you said, I'm experiencing problems in my marriage, therefore we're separating. It doesn't mean it's a divorce.
Yes,
You
it
get what
was
I mean?
under divorce.
We separate
Yeah.
in order to fix things, because sometimes when we're in toxic relationships, we separate in order so that we don't blow up the home. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Or blow up in each other's face
Somebody
and
was
end up
blowing
killing each
somebody.
other. So when we
Yes.
separate, it's actually sometimes it's to fix things from
Yes.
far. So it's not to go plant seeds elsewhere. So there's no justification. You're trying to justify it. There's no justification. So it is.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So you were selfish then, and then now you still want to carry on being selfish because you cannot be patient. Anonymous cannot be patient enough to fix his marriage. Therefore, he impregnates outside. Anonymous cannot be now patient enough to see how things plan out. Therefore, kumele kuyiwe once.
Naked, I'm going to ask you to
No.
stop there. Anonymous, hold that thought for me now.
Yes.
I'm going to do the news headlines. We'll come back.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Good morning to everybody who's new here and who just got here. My name is Leroy. We are listening to Ask a Man right now. And you can request to come through to have an opinion, but then like later on. So, just keep liking there, as in like liking Saint Gifts there. Guys, me, I'm a bit confused here. So this guy had he's married. He had an affair when his marriage was rocky with another married woman. Then they had a child. So now the husband, the lady he had an affair with, he doesn't know that that's not his child. I don't know. But then let's just hear the recap.
Everyone aligned with regards to a summary about Anonymous before we continue with him. Anonymous is married and started having an affair with a married woman a few years ago. They eventually had a child together and have kept it a secret till this day.
Okay.
Anonymous used to spend time with the child, but the child has now turned 3 and they've had to, stop the visits because the husband of Anonymous' side might find out. Now, Anonymous has children in his own marriage. Anonymous wants to have a relationship with the child, but doesn't know how to go about dealing with the situation. He's stuck, doesn't know where to go. Anonymous, we're on the same page, right?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
My brother, how
Yes.
long was the affair before she got pregnant?
Ooh. It was a year.
A year. So you see,
Yes.
you were justifying something nonsensical, to be quite honest, when you say your wife was away, and that's why you ended up with her being pregnant. So you were still cheating on your wife when things were still okay with your wife. So if it's a year, it means that your wife only left for 2 months. You understand? So the point that I'm trying to get to is that when people cheat, they must not make it somebody else's fault. Whether she was away or she wasn't away or she was around, she didn't push you to cheat. Nobody pushes anybody to cheat. That's my...
No, I was not saying that she did push me.
No, you said she fell pregnant because you and your wife were separated for 2 months. So that's the mathematics that I'm getting into. Don't just own it. You were
Selfish.
in English country. And then said infertile. Infertility guide.
Sure.
Infertility.
Yes.
Oh.
Anonymous, don't laugh.
Yes, anonymous. So when you were just a cheater and then she was a cheater, now...
No, it's because I'm getting attacked. That is why I'm laughing.
Shame.
it's okay.
hear
I
you.
get you.
Please don't feel attacked. I know that
Yeah.
you're here for help.
Yes.
And that's what you'll get.
I understand, anonymous. Sometimes our tones are very harsh. It's our tones, Shem. We mean well, Anonymous. Huggy.
No, I understand. I'm not offended.
Come,
Yeah.
Huggy.
Sometimes we have to be harsh to
Yes, it's
make
tough
some
love.
points so somebody to understand.
Tough love.
The truth has to be told sometimes.
It's tough. Come,
Somebody
Huggy,
that understands.
say Huggy.
Huggy.
Huggy. Oh,
Huggy.
was a lot.
I don't trust with long hugs. Okay. Now, what is it that you want us to help you with, Anonymous?
Like, I don't know. Like, I know you like tradition.
Yes, I do.
So that's why most of the time, because I had some weird dreams. I don't know. I don't understand about that.
Oh, weird
Like,
dreams.
Oh, weird.
Because
Not
now,
weird dreams.
Wait,
the child-
sorry, Anonymous, did you say wet dreams or weird dreams?
weird dreams.
Oh,
Sometimes I dream about a child.
Okay.
It's not okay.
Okay.
Things like that. So I start thinking like maybe it's because the ritual has been done to another surname, things like that, and
Anonymous.
I don't know.
Anonymous.
Yes.
You see, you also want to justify things. When
Yes.
you want a relationship with your daughter at whatever cost, right?
Yes.
You don't care if you hurt your family. You've never cared you've never cared whether you hurt your wife or your children. Anonymous, you also don't care whether you hurt her marriage or whatever's happening in her marriage and her children and her family. Because you've had these dreams. Anonymous, stay in your lane. Unfortunately, we always say that side people must stay in their lane. Anonymous, stay in your lane.
By staying in my lane is just I have to cut ties with them.
Exercise patience. You don't have to cut ties with them.
Please explain.
No, exercise patience.
How?
Because now I'm lost, lap.
The woman is married. She's got a family. No matter what you demand, Anonymous, if she wants to protect her marriage and her family, let it be. Has she come into your life with demands and wants you to break up your family and your marriage and wants to let the cat out the box?
No.
Exactly. Stay in your lane.
Nah, naked.
You've already tried to ruin her marriage once. Right now, you just need to exercise patience. And we're saying, in the next 5, 6 to 10 years, or when the child turns 18, they might be comfortable enough to say or to tell her the truth.
Okay.
So exercise patience. You will still dream, my brothers, or poop. Mpupe, I dreamt I was with Beyonce last week. Besio my ice cream. It doesn't mean we now sing your Twitter sing Fupu Jay-Z. You get what I mean? Try dream about other things. But you are not going to mess up a marriage. I think you've done enough damage. Just try and be patient.
Okay. Anonymous, I'm going to give you a different perspective.
Let's go.
Okay.
Right. As you've stated that I'm big on tradition. The child is said 6 years old, right? 4. If there's one human being in this scenario that deserves peace and prosperity and light and joy and love, is this human being that's in the middle, this 4-year-old.
Yes.
So I would disagree with Naked when he says patience. Your patience will be at the cost of this child, traditionally.
Thank you.
Will be at the cost of this child. This child is going to experience things, turmoils, hurdles, unnecessary hurdles and blockages because the seed is not connected to where the child belongs. They would do everything traditionally for this child. It is a waste of time. For this child, not anybody else. For this child, it is a waste of time. Ancestrally, this child ancestors will not be able to connect with this child and bless this child according and how they're supposed to bless this child because the connection is wrong. The wires are not connecting correctly.
Hallelujah.
The red is not going to the red, the blue is not going to the blue, the green is not going to the green. It is a mixed match. And there, it's bound to explode traditionally. So if you are being patient, you can be patient with yourself, but it's at the cost of the child. And also, two people, when Naked says you're going to ruin the other person's marriage, already that marriage is ruined because she cheated. The two people also that deserve the truth are your wife and her husband. That don't deserve to be with the two of you. They deserve better as well because they're being deceived by the two of you at the cost of this child as well. There's a human being here. We're not talking about a phone that has been stolen or it's at the wrong place that needs to be returned. We are
That's
talking
exactly
about
what I
a
wanted
human
to
being
say. There's a
that did not
human.
bring themselves on this earth.
Like,
So my advice is that mabuyiwe once. All of you, your wife needs to know, the husband needs to know, you need to come together and put everything on the table. Mabuyiwa gayiwa, magayiwa agiyiwa.
Exactly.
And knowing, moving forward, everything is in truth. Because since then, everything has been a lie. Everywhere, it's been a lie. You've been lying to your wife, she's been lying to your husband, they've been lying to the child knows nothing. It's a mess. You can fix this mess and move forward. At the cost of losing some people, you're not going to win everything. You might win everything. You might lose everything. But knowing that moving forward, you have learned your lesson, you're going to move in truth.
Okay. So, my favorite traditionalists, Somizi and Anonymous. Now, today, we are bringing tradition into this whole situation. If you guys can answer me this, né?
okay.
What does tradition say about sleeping with people's wives? From the beginning. I'm sure today, Nazi tradition.
Okay.
So let's go back
Naked.
because, no. Let's go back because now we want to be big on tradition.
Yeah, we messed up. Cool.
You would,
I don't know nothing. That is why I was asking
okay,
you
hold
to
on,
do
hold
that.
on.
I thought this is-
No, I'm asking a question. Does tradition encourage sleeping with people's wives?
No.
Okay,
No.
Yes or no? Okay,
No.
so why are we bringing
No.
tradition
Can I-
today?
but-
Because
understand.
but in Kulumile, guys,
No,
you spoke.
traditionalist. I'm answering you.
Okay, yeah, but wait, Tangisho, I'm not done.
Wait,
Let me finish my train of thought. So, guys, do not bring things into the situation today just because it needs to justify your actions today, because I think that's unfair.
No.
Because tradition in the first place never encouraged you to sleep with another woman's wife.
We're not saying that.
Yes. So, to answer Naked, Anonymous, don't feel cornered.
Yes.
Please.
Don't feel cornered. Asike Kotla.
Yeah.
Tradition does not condone sleeping with other people's husbands or wives, nor does the Bible condone sinning and committing sin, but it allows you to rectify stuff. We all make mistakes. We are human beings. So tradition brings you back to the foundation. Religion brings you back to your foundation. Doesn't mean they condone sin, but they are against sin, but they can bring you back to your foundation. So does tradition.
I'm happy you said that. So
Okay.
Ooh, Lord, so caught me up with.
Anonymous, remember you are not.
I'm sweating.
Remember, you're not alone in this situation. Everything that you guys
Yes.
have done together, and I'm talking about the other woman. So right
Yes.
now, even moving forward, everything that you decide on doing, you will do together.
Yes.
You don't have the upper hand to say, now I want everything to explode, and so it will be.
Oh,
Yeah, you will
That might be a good idea.
you will speak to her. If she says you will wait the next 14 years, you will wait 14 years.
Exactly.
You did everything together. So even going forward, those discussions will be mutual. You don't have the upper hand here.
That's first option,
Yeah, that's the first option.
not the only option.
Nobody said it was.
No. Not the, it's
While you guys are chatting, Anonymous, quick one. Are you still with this married person? Are you guys still having a thing?
No, come on.
Or is it over?
We do see when you have a chance.
Anonymous.
No, she means sexually. Like, or do you guys still have a relationship?
Yes.
So you still
Sleeping with each other.
connoiking?
Yes.
My daughter.
Anonymous,
Yo,
you need to come clean.
Yeah, I bet.
So naked
he
gave you
needs to stop coming. That's what he needs.
Yeah.
He needs to stop
Naked
coming,
gave you
yeah.
Give you one option. You have a choice to make, Anonymous, but remember, the priority at this point is the child.
Like,
Ne?
Yes.
So you have a choice. Naked's choice or my choice. It's up to you.
The way Naked is making
You don't
it
have to
even
end.
starter
You
now.
don't have to
No,
end.
man.
You don't have to end.
Aye.
You don't have to end, Naked. No, you don't have to finish.
No,
first.
I want to ask a question. So
Okay, ask.
do you love your wife?
clearly not.
Yes, I do.
Watch you.
Does she love her husband?
Take your time.
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Because I don't know what they talk when they're together, what she
Fair enough. Fair answer. No, fair answer. Brilliant answer.
Oh,
Actually,
you're
yeah.
anonymous. Do you ever want to break it off with this other woman?
Not really.
Umnandi, ne?
Hey, kids, nah, hey,
What are
hey.
your wishes for her husband? Do you wish that he would disappear?
Jeez.
Would that make things easier?
Disappeared.
Do you want her husband to disappear? Yeah.
No, I don't wish such a thing.
So-
No, that will be evil of me to wish that.
So you just still want to continue snacking her?
For a whole 4 years.
Anonymous, what you gonna do if you realize that if you discover that this child is not yours? Jobu hambu.
Nah, man.
Nothing. I don't think I'll do anything.
But when you see him, does he look like you?
When I see her,
Yeah, the child. Does it look like you?
yes. Yes. She does.
She.
Anonymous, did you mention that you financially take care of this child?
Yes.
So how does she explain the extra income to her husband? Are they
Yeah,
financially okay? Is her
She
husband
does work.
Is the husband financially stable?
Not really.
So this goes back to Somizi saying, what happens one day if you find out that this kid is not yours? They could have an agreement. The husband could know because your money is doing that family good. So it works out for them.
Hey, but you know what? Now, this is next level promiscuity now.
Also, chances are you're not the only one. There's a lot of possibilities. You could be the third side guy.
Imagine.
So then, actually, the point that I'm getting here is that I should get a DNA test.
Yebo.
Please.
That's the first step.
Please.
Before you ruin everything.
Okay.
Please.
Okay.
And cut it off, Anonymous, whilst you still have a chance, eh? Honestly.
Thank you.
Cut it off whilst, because
I understand.
it's gonna get bad. Bad. Like it could turn out bad.
Like Michael Jackson bad.
All right, Anonymous, I'm going to leave it there, okay?
Kusho umukwa,
Okay.
have advice.
Someone's heavy, man.
Yeah.
Anonymous, please continue listening to the radio for the advice of others that are going to call in, send messages to advise you as well, okay?
Thank you, Kuto.
Thank you very much, Papa.
Hey. Guys, know it, nah? My advice is going to be very small because, like, there's a lot happening here. Anyway, good morning to you guys, loaded 200 of you guys. My name is Leroy, not Makoya. Leroy. So I'm Makoya ke Rona Fela, like, which is a group of friends. We enjoy listening to the show. Then we speak on it and we move to our own ka 11:30. So we're gonna stick to time actually today. So just keep liking there. You can request to come in and respect as the order of the day. You can have your opinion, you can disagree with this opinion, but then let's focus here. What is the advice you would give to him? Yeah? We can have healthy discussions. Mare, what is the advice you want to give to him? Cool. And remember that when we allow you to be here on the panel, you mute your mic, then you will speak when you are given the to speak. Nah? Boss, please mute your mic, Lola. Thank you very much. And we are gonna respect each other there, right? Cool, sharp. Here's a summary, guys. Nah? I'm gonna try to actually like keep it short. Nah? So for those who are new here, Leroy started, so please be patient with me, nah? Great stuff. So this guy, 4 years ago, his marriage was very easy, Mariana, he's married Sham. So now he decided to have an affair with another married lady, right? Then they were having fun. Then they had a child, right? So they decided to keep it hush hush, right? So 4 years later, okay, Josie, please mute your mic, Lara. All right. So 4 years later now, this child, she's 4 years old. So now they're like, this guy, he's having weird dreams here, good teasing. His conscience is like really having him or no, like this child. So now more the ladies like marriage, he is the uncle, no, who visits every now and then. Feel he's the uncle, so the husband doesn't know nothing, and apparently there was a ritual there. Oh, thank you for the gifts, guys. So now apparently the side lady's husband did a ritual for this child, the rosy things there. So now this thing haunts this guy now. The guy who called here now. So now he's like, guys, me, I want to actually clear the air with this, as in guys, no, and like this is my child, so let's actually, as in, be okay with this road clear, as in like his wife knows, and so he just want to burst the bubble. Okay, guys, no, and like let's just know this road, because now his conscience is having him actually, and apparently they are still seeing each other while they are both still married to their partners. They are still having this affair 4 years later while this is all happening. So before me, I gave my 2 cents. There was the recap, but hey, yazi nekuningi. So guys, you are going to be given a maximum of 5 minutes. You go beyond that, we cut you, we give the other person a chance, because remember, 11:30 we must move to the other show. So please, let's respect the time. Nah, 5 minutes or less. So royaka schedule. So like let's just be like, as in like, very patient, nah. So Anonza, he wants help. Or guys, how should I go about this? Because me now, I really want to clear the air, okay, guys, this is my child, and then like let's just do the right things, because he's having weird dreams here. The losses are getting him, because I'm thinking that, okay, that ritual that the husband isn't like did. So now isn't like, this is really having him actually, like, so now he's like, guys, how can I go about this actually? Because I don't know how to do this now, So yeah, basically it's that. Okay. So guys, remember 5 minutes each. So please keep it sweet and short and straight to the point. Now, great stuff. Sis Noms, good morning.
I'm good. How are you, Leroy?
Hey,
Uh,
but
just tell me if the noise is too much so that I can move.
Nah, you're good now, actually.
Yo, Mina, for me, the thing for me, I'm learning something that I should have learned a long time ago. You see, when you cheat with someone and something like this happens, it is no longer in your hands. You can't. Bona manje, this lady can't control how this guy is gonna act because this guy now wants to go there and say everything. So I think as an adult, whatever I do now, I'm going to learn that if I do it with a human being, it's not in my hands because I might want to go with this secret to the grave, but the other human being will come for you. And also, Tina, the ones who have experienced this, where we saw kids from outside our parents' marriage, it was a mess. It was a mess. And this affects not only you, this thing will affect the kids that she is born with. It will affect the child as it becomes something.
Okay. Sis Nam's got a call.
Sorry about that. I was just dropping a call. Sorry about that. I was dropping a call. So when LeeRoy and also Anonza, he's very techy for taking this thing very lightly. I want to know because I understand the ones who are defending tradition. You are defending tradition because tradition does not allow. So because in my culture, and in African culture, tradition allows you as a man to claim damages from any man who has tampered with your wife. Number two, in our Zulu culture, tradition allows you to send war unto that man. Which means, Tina, in our Zulu culture, you are even allowed to send Inkabi to finish him off and his whole family because he okay. Ask Zulu people if I'm lying. Yes, the law does not allow. The police will arrest you, but in our culture, you are allowed. They will support you because he has tampered with your home. So if I'm lying, ask Zulu people, they will tell you that it is allowed. You send everyone, you send soldiers for war, they finish him. So is he ready for that? Because he's taking this very lightly. He's saying traditional, are you ready for war? Because if this man tells his family what you have done, you have tampered with his wife, you have tampered with his home, are you ready? If he says damages 1 million because you have slept with a woman I am married, which is not allowed traditionally. Number two, you have brought a child that is from somewhere inside my house. You've made me raise that child, which means you have embarrassed me to the last degree in my family, is he ready for that? People don't want to live long. People don't want to live long. This guy is playing with fire. I hope this woman he's sleeping with is not a Zulu wife because people don't want to live long. I saw my grandfather play like this. Luckily for him, those men were not like the men I know. But it was very painful because we were hated by many people because my grandfather kept having kids with married women in our community, not even outside our community. In our community, he kept tapping into married women. I don't know why. I know he was handsome, but it was very wrong because we were never liked and we could not even date people because everywhere you want to date, your grandfather has a child there. Everywhere you want to my mother, by the time my mother died, I saw my mother when I was 10. I thought she was a ghost. And it's my grandfather's child who is from the same community and she looked exactly like my mom. It traumatized me as a child because I was only 10 years old and I only knew my mother on a photo, and to see my mother as she is, I was traumatized for days. And that is my grandfather's child. And you can imagine the trauma and all the people who don't like us because, like the men who don't like us because of what he was doing. So it's fine, but guys.
So yeah, Bariki Karaswanu, like, what's your advice actually for him? Because now he's like, guys, like, how should I go about this now? Because I want to have a relationship, as in like be like my daughter, but then now he knows me as malume nje fella ozayo, and then ahamba. So now, like, how exactly should he try to do, that?
Leroy, this thing is very simple. He was never your daughter because the first day he arrived, he was born in another man's home. He was conceived in a womb of another man's wife. He was never your daughter to start with. Don't daughterize people's daughters. He was never your daughter because even legally, the child was born into that family. Legally, that man can still claim the child. So he was never yours to begin with. Do not go around into people's homes and claiming their kids, because if you do that with people who don't take things lightly, you will disappear. I hope the man is not Zulu, because they will never allow this. His brothers will never allow anyone to disrespect their brother. Even me, I would never allow someone to disrespect my brother like this. Don't do that to people's homes. Don't do that to people's lives, because you are disrespectful. The thing of you going around claiming those kids, I hope he's ready, because that man will not take it lightly. I hope that,
Okay. More cases, norms. But again, guys, you know what? Like, there's something that I've noticed actually here. Like, there's a lot of people are triggered by this actually, and just a disclaimer, we do not promote violence, right? So the views and opinions of my guests here, they are solely their view. We do not promote as in like these things matter. We are having lively conversations, and thank you very much, Sis Norms, for that. Actually, culturally he really messed up, so he can't do like next about it. He just has to practice patience. There's a comment from Gilebugile here, as in she actually said like something very profound actually. But what about the married woman who had sex with a married man? She must also be held accountable. That's another thing we should also consider. But anyway, we'll get to it at a later stage. Okay, there's a lady here mo here. I forgot her name, but oh yeah, Rakari Pebbles. No, I know. I like, we'll see her. Subs, we'll see you later, ne? So not just, you know, and like, you just chill there and then have your coffee right lamoen. Hi, Sis Joyce. You look very new here, and welcome. Yay, Papa.
Oh, hi there. Good morning.
Welcome. How are you, Sis Joyce?
Yeah, I'm well, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. So I know what's your view here.
No, well, obviously, like you said, it's my first time here, and I jumped in the topic when they were discussing the child, and that really worried me firstly because I'm kind of going through something similar, but there's no cheating involved, there's no cheating involved. I'm not married, but I felt really relatable to the story because my concern is the child, and like abantu abadala, they like to mess around, thinking everything is just about them. But to be honest, at the end of the day, indaba is about ingane, and we traumatize these kids so greatly, and we don't see it at the time. And until ingane ikula, like the devastation of the confusion of the child, it's just unreparable, It gets to a point where ingane is already messed up, and and there's not much you can do because ingane is just used to having this void in their life, and Mona, they don't understand where this comes from. And as well, I wanted to touch on the thing about amadlozi. So if they're doing a ritual and lento ayikho emthethweni with amadlozi from family to family, amadlozi will never allow umntana to be done a ritual at another man's house. That's why this man is having these dreams, and he's feeling like he's not ageko all right, because it's not emthethweni. It's really, really not. And mina futhi, as a Zulu woman, like I live abroad, I've been living abroad, but I really do try to keep in touch with abantu abadala, Yeah, so I totally understand, because moments in there wrong and uhlaza igama lakho, uhlaza umndeni, Like amadlozi will never really accept that. So I really feel sorry for umtana, because I don't feel sorry for the adults at all. Ibona, they should know better, badala, to be doing this. And also ushatelane bese uyohamba uyofeba afterwards. It just doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, and you know, and working can like besides bringing your what's it your uh your clan breaking things as into actually shame
Yeah.
your bloodline happen, man. You know, like you are mixing your DNA
You are.
lay as in like that husband's DNA lay your
Hey.
wife's DNA to
And that
extend.
thing is dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
Amadlozi akadlali. When they're not happy, they are not happy. Into zakho ngeke nje zikhambele kahle. Until mhlawumbe uhambe kuyabantu abadala and this thing needs to be discussed. This is my advice. This thing needs to be discussed with all the family members. Kuhlalwe phansi, ilungiswe lento in the original house where the marriage was firstly done, in the original house. And Unomsa, I agree with her. That daughter does not belong to that man. It belongs to the man who was already married to the woman, because lo mama ade vele seshadile. So it's a mess. It's a mess. That's all I can say.
Mess, but then you know what? We appreciate you and we love your accent, hi. So where you from? Like you British accent,
Uh,
yeah?
yeah,
Wow.
no, Aski. So I've actually got a bit of a cold, so I'm having a day off from work today. I'm from the UK. I live in England.
Oh, look at that. We are international now, people. We have
Yeah,
people
but you know,
from the
ngikhulelwe emazulwini. I'm a Zulu woman, you know. Igazi lami liqonda eThekwini eDubane, but you know, yeah.
Kazi, hey, listen, you are
Yeah.
fully welcome here. So we're here from
No,
Monday to
thank you.
Friday.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But then you know, like she's basically saying what Ejo, like, like, cause the child, man. Ish, but again, you know what? Now, like, this is another topic actually because now I really hate how people are having kids loosely like this and then taking it like as you know and then like ke phone fela no ke uh like treating kids like possessions, you know, dude, like this is a whole human being, okay? Has it what if I like a phone if I read a contract and then you're like I can't. Hey, you know, and but then like, yeah, cool. Thank you very much, Josie from the UK. So guys, we are international, so please keep liking there and send her gifts because I love her accent so much. So we are gonna proceed with it. So yeah, we're gonna proceed to Sis Noni. Sis Noni, she's our resident life coach. Yeah, Sis Noni. So like, what's your view here?
Hayi LeeRoy, angazi ungenelwe yini namhlanje.
Oh man,
Unjani?
guys, come on.
You
Yeah.
good? Yeah, no, guys, I kunzima today. It's quite tough. I think Anonza, the first thing he needs to do is to stop sleeping with another man's wife. That's the first thing, because he's still seeing her. He's still committing an abomination. And then he needs to understand, like Mrs. Norm said, he doesn't have any right to go to that family and claim anything. He has to stop sleeping with this woman and have a conversation now. If she decides she wants to tell him, it's okay, this child that you just did a ritual for is actually not biologically yours, what. It has to come from her. But he doesn't have the right to do that, you know, and he has to stop sleeping with this woman. And Abon would say, okay, what does the wife decide as the mother of the child? What does she feel is the best thing for umtwana, and you know, for and most importantly for umtwana, not even for her, not even for the biological father, but for umtwana, what is the best option? So yeah, You know, Anonza can come now with the, would say, actually, I think Anonza with the ritual that was done, so that the husband of the wife is, obviously you won't do a ritual for umtana that you don't care about. So he's actually really believing because this is his child and he's doing a ritual as a father. And I think that child is a girl. I think he mentioned the husband has got boys, so this is the only girl. So maybe this, the husband of the other wife is really taken onto this girl, like he's really enjoying his daughter. It's okay, finally he's got a daughter now, and the biological father now is feeling somehow, this is actually my child that when you think is yours. So he needs to put his ego aside. He needs to understand the danger and the seriousness of the situation. It's not about him, and he has no right to tell the husband or to claim his daughter, because yes, the daughter is it was born in a body of someone else's wife. And when umuntu lobola, all of you, he takes all of you. So Ananda needs to not make the situation any worse because of his own selfish desires. And he must just understand, especially since he's with a married woman, that he doesn't have the rights that he thinks he has. It doesn't work like that. So yeah, I feel very bad for the child. I feel really, really bad, because whatever happens, I still think that somehow the child will be disadvantaged somehow. Yeah, but okay, it is what it is, unfortunately.
But again, guys, like there's something that I realized actually, while you were like speaking there, but then I will mention it later. But then there's a comment here that caught my eye actually by Sis Tabile. Or actually, she says, we tell single fathers to fight for their children. Now here we are saying something totally different. I really get you there, Mrs. Ne? Mara gape go ntse go lo fa ne Somariano what ne? Let's give Scholar like her 2 minutes to 5 minutes, then we'll come to you, then 2 subs, then we actually close it off Bilana. Sharp. How are
Molweni,
you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
I have a sinus infection, but I'm alright, thanks.
Oh, shame. Askis, I hope you have something to help to tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Where's the pink head today?
The pink head. It's inside
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So for me, I wanted to say that the problem starts when you think that you can go to somebody's house and have a child there. That's where the problem is. Because now Anonza is having this issue because now he couldn't keep his pants up and the other lady couldn't keep her panties up. So now they are having this issue. I'm not very clued up to traditional things. I don't know how the ancestral things work, but what I know is Ma'uzala, when you give birth, not married, that child that you give birth to is taken as umdanaga malume. Like me, my mom got me when she was not married. Therefore, I am not her child. Traditionally, I am not her child. I am her sister. That's how it works. Ngumntana kabo mama, ngumntana kamalume, ngumntana kabhuti wakhe. Basically, that's how tradition works, I think. Now, when you are married, you then now go and have your extramarital affairs and they produce a living human being. Now you have to understand that you don't have a child in another man's house. You don't have that. That is not right. That is, and we can't say we take. Yes, we do take we do say single fathers must go to court, but also we must understand that this guy is not single, nor is the lady who gave birth to this child. So therefore, traditionally, I would think ukuthi lo mntana uba umntana walo baba omenzele isiko vele. that's how it is. So now he must just hold his horses and understand that he just gave another man a child because of his promiscuity. So there's nothing he can do. He must just swallow that pill, and it's gonna be very difficult for Ingan, because at a time the child will have to know abazali bakhe ukuthi ubani kahle kahle baba, and it will create a wound, or it will create islonda esingasazi ukuthi siyophola kanjani, which is another problem that they will have. But at this moment, the child is 4 and they are still continuing, and it doesn't look or sound like they want to stop with this extra nonsense of theirs. So we don't know. But as people, we need to know that when we do these things that we do and we produce human beings, we are not affecting only us, we are affecting the kids that we are giving birth to in these situations, married or not. So people need to start taking these things seriously, that not only are you affecting you, but you're affecting the child who didn't ask to be here, but because you couldn't condomize, because you couldn't keep to yourself, because you couldn't be you couldn't be committed and keep your vows to the person whom you made them to, then now you find yourself in a mess and you want to drag other people in a mess. No, guys. And my mother normally says, "Akekho umuntu wokudlala." So you might be doing something because you're thinking uyadlala. Ganti uNkulunkulu uzokubonisa ukuthi akudlalwa ngomuntu.
Hallelujah.
That's me.
And then the famous words are our voice of reason, Mr. Skhutuji, Skatla Gamil. Because and for those who actually do not understand that, basically means stop fucking around. Thank you very much, sister. Stop fucking around, because your body is the temple of the Lord. Look now. There's a lot of things happening here. So basically, this is like, hey man, you must just practice patience, prayer. You're not gonna get this. Maybe then in the future there, I don't know, but now I'm funny, you lost the battle. Worse, you know what, like what's worse, like Gyore, they're still messing around. 4 years later, they're both married, yet like they're still messing around. So you know what, so guys, for those who have requested here, I'm gonna accept your request 11:30, because we are left with 15 minutes. We are left with 3 people here to speak. So like there's like literally like 5 minutes. So we're gonna have you more the next segment 11:30. And thank you very much for helping me reach the things here, guys. I really appreciate you. Let's try to reach 35k 40k likes there, so just keep like doing this to your phone. Yeah, that's top. Yes, okay, so we have sis Tabile le subs limits B. So we're gonna do this. Sis Tabs, her 5 minutes, subs her 5 minutes, then we close off with Miss B with her 5 minutes, then we are done here. Remember to stick to that. Actually, sorry, subs, then Sis Tabile, then Miss B. So remember to actually like be brief and stick to the point, and let the advice you want to give. Let's go. Sis Subs.
Wabona wa go only one, because you like skipping me. You always do this all the time.
Mara, come on, fam. But then like I mean, like, you're a resident, monsieur.
No, Mara, I only have 2 minutes, then I need to run. You know me. You know me. But morning, everybody, good morning. Lee, we're taking my sister's Gamo. They've said a mouthful, and I agree with everything that they've said. But yeah, to add on what they've said, Kasitsu, especially in Sizulu, that child is definitely the husband's child. and I forgot her name, the lady that said she's from the UK. She said that you can't awukghoni ukurela ngwana niyetla if asiwa family o, and ngesintu umntwana mayevela when the family knows niyakhona ukumenzela umsebenzi nimbikele ukuthi uSabelo noLeroy noKagiso avala ekhaya, but then there's uSkami or uMphonyana, and uMphonyana owakasibanibani but uzokhulela la ekhaya njengazonke ingane zala ekhaya. And if it means ukuthi yena mina imhlabela imbuzi yakhe eceleni, they'll just say khona eats that they have to do for that child, and then bamurela, yeah, like they slaughter like a goat or whatever for their child. But everything else going forward will be done according to what they do in the house. Usisnoms agekhola, and I know she would know this. Life coach and Ukola might know this, Khori. Also back in the days when Ngwana would cry, like you would get Ngwana santanali baby nyana, the child would just cry non-stop. But Baba Khulu would say, Makoti hambo thulisela umntwana ngaphandle. They meant mthathwe ngaphandle umthakazelo mbize ngesibongo sakubo ukuthi akwazi ukuthula, so that umntana athule, then you don't have to do it in the house. But it was them saying, we know that this child akusowa la if you were hiding it, so hamba phumela naye ngaphandle umthakazelela ngaphandle ukuthi umntana athule. So that's the cultural part of it. But now in Anonza's situation, he's screwed, because I think they are both screwed, because even the wife did not mention to her husband that the child is not his, Then now Anonymous wants to come clean, and they are still messing up. For me, it is just a mess. Yes, I feel for the child, but as much as Anonza chose his behavior, he was choosing the consequences, we know that. But I also feel for him, because guys, looking at your child being raised by another man, and it has got to a stage where this person, you are watching this person grow so beautifully, and you know that you've got your DNA running in this child's veins, but you can't do anything about it. Yes, I'm not saying he's right, Lee. I'm not saying he's right, and I'm not saying like we deserve or whatever, but kancane, can we just sympathize with him kancane? So I want to say I almost understand where he's coming from now, even though they are in such a shitty mess, because I don't know how they're going to come out. So if I had to Barking advise Anonza, I'd say Anonza must chill down with this woman and let this woman know so that if he does come out, it doesn't come from him, but it comes from the wife. Let the wife be the one that tells the husband and says, Lalela Chomi, now we're in a situation so and so, instead of, he's gonna still fume and be mad and throw tantrums and probably, like Sasnam said, hire Inkabi, but I think it's best if it comes from his wife other than coming from another man or thing, That's just my 2 cents.
And and like me, I fully agree with you actually. You know what? They themselves should make the decision for age. You know what? Yeah, fair good 90, but then now there's a lot of people involved here. So like, let's do the right thing actually together. Yes, there's gonna be a lot of people who are gonna be hurt, this and that, Matter, please, let's do the right thing here. Because now there's another human being here, guys. Who's gonna be grow up who's gonna grow up like messed up, then chances are she might mess up like another person's life, and then now it's a whole messed up chain. So yeah, just to squeeze in my word there, like that's exactly what I'm saying. They need to grow the fuck up, stop messing around here like as in like diversity kids more. Take accountability. Him, the lady. They must take accountability, because like they are both married to him and her. But still Nilan, Now John Jana for 4 years. Come on, guys. Anyway, let's close it off quickly. Sis Tabi, then Miss B. Sister Bell, you look new here and welcome. Yay, guys.
Sanibona.
You look so cute, lad. Are you single? Anyway, no, fine.
No, guys, I'm not new. I often come, but I just comment and cause chaos in the comment section.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of these ones.
Oh, precious. So
Yeah. I see.
no, my thing is, guys, I hear what everyone is saying, but we can't cover chaos with more chaos. And our efforts in saving marriage shouldn't come at the cost of causing more drama for the kids and lifelong traumas. Traditionally and legally speaking, yes, there is a provision where it says that if you enter another man's car and you impregnate the wife, that child belongs to the man. But that only is enforceable if that man wants to take responsibility for that child. Then he can follow the right traditional and legal procedures to then legally adopt whatever and take the child as his. Usisinomi uthi, once you involve a third person, you must know that you've lost control and you are not in control of what that other person will decide to do. So if a father says, I want a relationship with my child, no court is going to care how that child came about. And no court is going to want to enforce it. No, but when umithele emshadweni ingane eyamkhonyana, no. If the father says, I want a relationship with my child, that father's right will trump that entire situation. And the court is now forced to now focus on what this father has brought to the table. And if he's found to be fit to be a parent, the court will order that Anonza be allowed to see his child. And having been in a similar situation, I was young, I don't know how it happened. You know, parents are never going to tell you the full story. But I wish that my parents would have stood in their shit, stood in their mess. And I wish that my father would have fought for a relationship with me. No matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, no matter how messy it would have gotten for him. Because when he came back, it became very awkward. He didn't know what to do, we didn't know what to do. And then unfortunately, a few years later, he died. And now you're left with children who don't know what it is that they. This is emotional for me.
I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry, sister.
And then you're left with children who just don't know where they fit in this world. Marriage is important, yes. But these two people made a decision to fuck around, and now they need to find out.
Exactly. Sis Tabile, you know what, ne? I really apologize for you got actually triggered by this, ne? Mara, that's also my argument, guys. Or guys, you know what, ne? We live in a society where like people value the marriage like more than bringing a whole human being to this world. They have children loosely. Mare but no, lenyalo wa pekezela, lenyalo la tlhomphi. I'm like, guys, are you really serious? Like really now? Look at like okay, you know what? Let me just chill here because and I apologize for actually for this, but yeah, we need to have such conversations because we are good people. And thank you very much for you guys being here. Please keep liking the screen there. We are going to move into another segment in the next 5 minutes. So let's close it off with another newbie today. So which is Miss B. How you doing, Miss B?
Thank you so much.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good and you. Dumelang kaofela mo lifing.
Yeah. You're welcome.
This topic is tough because na ke tlo bua ka yona not specifically in a marriage side. Ke ntho e le horeng ke a experience with my younger sister. So it's like his father was like willing to raise us, raise nna le my younger sister, mara ne re se ne ke se ngwana wa that father. So my father fought for me, and I was lately hore o ntsere a tlo nkgodisa understand? So now I get la hore after my her parents passed away, she learned hore bophelo bo jwang mara o etsa the very same thing ha tlo ba le ngwana wa mathomo. She was like, I want to destroy other people's marriage, like that boy's marriage. Ke o robala le yena ke mo fe ngwana. And right now, go lebella ko morao, like ngwana wa sokola. Understand that? Like to that extent, now, Lena as a sister, I wish I can take the child, but sometimes you cannot take other people's responsibility. Wabo batho ba loreng ba phela ba bereka mara ba palla go hodisa ngwana. So ntwe emotional when it comes to kids, or why re tlisa bana mo lefatsheng gore ba tlo sokola so, because right now ke iputsa gore ngwana ha na le trauma because wa bona ha na le trauma e so yena o etsang ana, so ke generation to generation to generation. And ntwe e tlo felletsa ka e tlo affect until when? I mean, as women we must have kids while we know gore re settle ka. It's not like gore ha ona dilo tsa gore di thibele, even if we're not supporting this abortion thing. Mara, to my sister, I believe if it was a mistake, she was supposed to do it, not or ulaya somebody. But I'm glad she didn't do abortion because renita bana malfatseng, but netshwantse a change diketso tsa gagwe. Wa understand, aqale abe right, akhulisa umntana akhe right. Manje sekakhulisa umntana ngokuthi futhi ayenze the very same mistake, having a second baby with the very same person ongafuni umntana akhe futhi. So manje 2 children without fathers present, labo bantwana bo banjani?
Yeah, so when I like, what's your advice for him actually? Okay, now, manje ngenzeni manje? Name is B.
Athini?
No. So his question was, how do I go about this now? Because now he wants a relationship, like with the child, as in breaking kana pilas and as a father, not malumi, you know. Yeah. So like, what's your word there now? Like, so like, what's your advice for him?
I mean, yes, we have to follow traditional things to understand. Nami nginayo umntwana ne, mara anginayo umntwana inside my marriage. But umntana muhlala kuphi, uhlala nobabakhe because umntana umfana. So I decided that, both of us, we decided that you cannot raise my child because kusasa mom tethisa will like, you're not the father. So rather, we struggle with what we are in, having our own. But if ubaba umntana uyamfuna and uyazikhulisela yena kahle, it's not ukuthi manje so umntana uyohlala kabuhlungu. Why not angamnikeza umntana ubaba umntana azikhulisele naye, or maybe they can work around ukuthi umntana uhlala le how long, umntana uhlala le how long. Because nami I discussed it with the father ne, ukuthi mina makayenze high school can I have him, wabona, because manje zebe seka responsible, angeke somteachile a lot of things. Makayenze high school can I have him? So it's something that we still need to sit down with it and negotiate, because raising a child ngokulwa nakhona it's a bad reflection kumntwana. So manje I think kufanele ayekele umntana akhuliswe ubabakhe. Mina anonymous nje maka amukele ukuthi uyenze iphutha emshadweni wakhe, and then let the father be the part of, because lento le ngeke iphele kusasa the very same man in the marriage uzomthuka ngalomntwana. So uzomthuka ngalomntwana athi lo mntana akuswala.
Man, so now like that's gonna cause a lot of havoc there in the future there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So now, and like me, I agree with you actually, guys. We need to come clean or okay.
There is nobody who's going to love your child. Ubaba umntana ngeke angathanda umntanakhe. No matter, let's leave the thing yokuthi stepmother, stepfather, but if there's one parent othanda umntanakhe and asekela ukuthi uMiss B uhlala emkhukhwini, mina umntana mangeke ayohlala emkhukhwini, guys. That one is, we need love. We don't need ukuthi what do we have. Understand?
And Marking, shit, sorry about that. Thank you very much, Miss B. You seem new here, but then hey, welcome, yay! And please come back here. Monday to Friday, we're here from wait, oh yeah, from as in like okay, sharp. Then to like 11:30. Then we have this one here of our own. Yeah. So okay, just to close it off quickly, nje, guys. We do not promote bohosha, le bobelete, le promiscuity here, as in you doing this, doing that. But if you do that, please be safe, be responsible now, and understand that you are bringing a human being here, not a computer, not an iPhone, not a pillow, guys. This is an entire human being. Happy, was it the peg? Ah, no, man. Just the thing. Sorry about that. And then let's be responsible, man. Please, guys. Like, let's take accountability first. Now, okay, cool. Yeah, fitere, mina, he, ngizoma trapa ngengane, vad, No, chill, relax. Be responsible, nyana, for a second. Thank you. And that's my word there. So we're gonna cut it off there. Then we are gonna move to this one now. So this is Talk to Me in Twana, right? So now, like this is where we become a support group now for you, for me. Like, let's say you need help with this and that, you can come through. This is a very safe space. We're not gonna judge you. We're not gonna do like things to actually make you feel uncomfortable. No. Okay. We might laugh at you, but we are laughing with you to make you feel more comfortable here, right? Because we notice that the world needs more people like you and me, you know? So let's be there for each other. Yeah. So please keep liking there, guys. Like, let's reach maybe more 45 likes there. And thank you for the gifts. I really appreciate you guys. My name is Leroy, by the way. For those who don't know me, my name is Leroy, not Makoya. And I have a team of 5 people. Subs is one of them. LKG, Leskami, Lokhrot Manrefile, Limpo, Limimi. Yeah. So we have like different roles here, but then hey. So yeah, man. So what our producer Lokhrot Manrefile gave us today, gave something of like personal development things, you know, because like sometimes we go through things, so because of the social standards so we are scared to actually speak about them because of ish. Yeah, like what are they gonna think of me, you know, in you know. So today's okay, like topic of discussion. Yeah, okay. Like what is that one thing that you are holding on to that you feel like you need to let go of? Okay, let me say that again. What is that one thing you really need to let go of? Can be emotionally, can be physically, as that can be Jolo Kylie, can be family Kylie, you know? So like what is that one thing you like ish? If you know it, nah? This has really messed me up. Yeah, so you really need to let go of this. Oh, and guys, nah, another disclaimer, nah? This might be very triggering, guys, nah? And I really apologize actually. So we apologize. Then we feel like we really need to have like this kind of conversation so that we can help, you know, like somebody who's actually like going through this and that, with this and that. So we apologize We're not gonna judge you. We are gonna be here for you. So for me, shit. Okay, you know what, Nell, like this is gonna come off as a surprise for a lot of people. And I really didn't discuss this with this person. But then like this is very personal, but then I'm not really gonna mention names, but then I recently got let go by a person that I really treasure, like really close to my heart. And I'm having a hard time to actually be on some edge, you know what? Boy. You know? Just leave it right there. And I'm trying like one day at a time, you know, to actually like deal with it because the last few months was like really hard as fuck, you know. It was like, but then now, one day at a time, you know, to try. We do these shows, we work, you know, we do gigs and this and that. But I'm like, man, some things just have to go, you know. Yeah, like you love those things like that, but fam, because I believe what's for you will find you. You know, whether you love this more than that, but then you know. So yeah, so that was me breaking the ice there. So yeah, I really need to let go of that because time is done, boy. You know. Oh yeah, but actually, there was a similar story like this a few weeks back. Actually, more the radio show. Actually, like this guy, get the Uber driver. He's really trying, and then he's dating this kind of like lady here. So now like this lady, how much sharp. So now he really like loves her. Never Mariano, he's like, dude, me I want her, but then we were like, bruh, fair, yeah, sharp, but then you just need to learn to let go, fam. He even cried, dog. And that kind of triggered me, but I held it, you know? Yeah. Anyway, let me give you guys a chance, you know? And I remember, like, this is a very safe space, right? Oh, and this is gonna be more YouTube, so just another disclaimer, like, this is gonna be more YouTube. So just know about that. So yeah, that was me breaking the ice. So who's next? Oh, and thank you guys for the hugs and the good wishes there. I will appreciate that. Okay, Sis Kola, I see you first.
Yes, I wanted to say before I say my one, I wanted to say to you sometimes separation is good because you will then figure out if you need this person or you don't, whether you guys were meant to be or were not meant to be. So you never know. It could be because there are things that maybe you or them they need to fix in their lives before you guys can get back together or find your ways to each other. And just a little small story, because I always have a story to tell. So I met my husband in 2011. We started dating, had we had our first child 2012, and he then paid lobola 2013 December, and then we had our second child 2016, and then 2017 August we separated. I went back home and he also stayed by himself, and it was not nice for me because I was loving this man, or I love this man. So it happened that 2019 we worked things out and now we are happily married. So things do happen. And Taiko is asking, why do we have to separate? I don't know. In my case, it was an incident, or it was what I think was the reason was that we were both not ready for marriage in terms of our actions. We wanted and we love each other, but we just couldn't make the concept of marriage work because I was still doing my own things on the side. I couldn't allow him in my space at the time. Also, he couldn't allow me in his space like that, and therefore the relationship didn't work out because we were physically into it, but mentally our actions were not into it. So it happens like that sometimes, whereby you are there but you're not there. My one is that I have a spending problem. So I am a very big spender to a point that I can even use finances that are meant for something else, but I can use them for something that's less important. And sometimes I then feel bad after I've made the purchase or after I've misused the money, to a point that I even use to ask my mom or my friends for money, just so that I can have it, even if I don't have anything serious to do with the money, but just so that I can have imali, then I'd get myself into debt. So I have been better, but there are still little bits of it that I am holding on to, and it is a bit difficult to let go, to a point that my partner normally says to me when we are having these serious conversations, he'd say to me, you know what, when I got married to you, I think I knew the type of a person you are. So now that doesn't bother me anymore. Not that it doesn't bother him. I think he's just told himself that it's one of the things that he's deciding to live with. So yeah, that is the one thing that I know that I should let go, but I don't know how to.
Yes, when I'm money maker, you know what, ne? You've been blessed actually well. You've been really blessed, but you know what, ne? Like most guys actually that are fully horoki cool, as in like as in you know what, ne? Like this is my wife, firi. Most guys wouldn't actually like what's that, tolerate that behavior or no, as in like you know, but then now you have that guy who's like, no, you know what, ne? Like whether so we are here, I can help you actually, is like, you know, and like Joe, you know what, you are really blessed, my sister. Mare nke ba ke go skin le re santse re le yang wetse nna go etsa tšhelete go murtu ar. But anyway, bon, you're doing very well, sister. And yeah, and I hope there's somebody here who can help you here and there, how to go about it. Man, I'm really proud of her. So Draka, she's she'll be back soon. Okay. Yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, cool. So let's move quickly. So I don't know who's next, guys. Before I choose.
Can I come through? I need to leave.
Okay, sure.
Before I say anything, I'm not sure if Auntie P is still here. Pebbles.
Oh yeah.
Auntie P.
Not-
Auntie P, I have tried. Auntie P, I have tried, but I failed with these two. I had a solo session with the other one, not this one. Ne, Auntie P, and Yo, I failed. But anyway, I'm moving right along. Yo, guys, Mina, for this, when I like this is a trigger, and you know those people that you would, I don't know what you guys call them, like fortune tellers or palm readers, or like not like your hectic Coco Mawinis, but you get like these people that will just look at you and wanna tell you your ndabas.
Yeah, but the readings,
Yeah, like now I don't know what's with these people and me. Like I'm bumping into them, and I don't want to say it annoys me, but it almost freaks me out because growing up, also the way that I grew up, almost like a snobbish type of upbringing, and not coming from a family that does any traditional anything. So like we were just like at home and minding our own business. We've always been that family, but now I'm bumping into them a lot, and they are all telling me the same thing.
Okay.
To answer your question, so you guys know that I've got two sets of parents, ne? And my biological dad passed away in 2019. Guys, how do you let go of someone that is no more? Like, I'm battling.
Hey, fam. Okay. You know what? They took a left nyana there, so let's give her some like nakonyana actually to actually come back to actually just recoup, but then subs we can you, you can come back later. No, it's fine, it's okay, just chill, fam. Yeah. Whew, okay, right. Guys, like please remember to keep like in there, like let's reach maybe 45 at least, like 45, 50. Please, 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 please. All right. So I will give her some time, Nyana. I'm gonna choose to go sis norms. Then we check sis Jorakazi. Then we finish off with our resident life coach who volunteered to actually be here with us because she loves us. Sis Noni. But yeah, all right. Nalagret lako yan late. Sis Norms.
Yo, yes, it's quite funny when I think I've played these scenarios in my mind for the longest, and I think sometimes I feel they are not healthy and painful. Sometimes they are what keep me together. Yazi, I've never number one. Okay, there are two issues, three in fact. So I discovered my grandfather was a good man, but there were things I discovered that really hurt me, and you kind of want to ask questions, but the people you want to ask are no longer there. I discovered some very painful things about my grandmother's marriage, and my grandmother was the mom that I had. And now it's some sort of guilt, the thing of we've been with you, but you have suffered so much. And the same man is the man who built me to be the independent and strong woman that I am. But now I must be split between the two histories, what I know and what I discovered about my grandmother's circumstance in her marriage. I was well aware that my grandfather was a serial cheater. In fact, he was not cheating. He was a chow mein, because you can't be cheating in the same location and sleeping with married women who their husbands are still alive, but it was no longer cheating. He was owning the village. I did not have a problem with that, because I was like, maybe it's because everyone was doing it or what, but I would not allow it in my life. And then the things that I discovered, how my grandmother was treated in that marriage, it never leaves me. It's like I keep wanting her to come back so I can say, I'm really sorry. It's like you've suffered for 100 women, according to me. And now the struggle of loving someone who sort of had a very good impact on you, and also at the same time you want to say, but you were wrong, like you were really wrong. So it kind of hurts you because you never know what to do. It's either you celebrate them or you blame them. Like it's very painful. Number two, my buying. Someone said I must go for therapy. I keep buying clothes I never wear. I have clothes from Black Friday 2020. They are still new. I'm not praying for someone to come steal them because I will buy more, but it's just that I keep buying. My husband has threatened me. He has tried. Our garage is full of storage boxes. I keep buying clothes, and the only thing I do is just opening and looking at them. Sometimes I fit them and put them back. Luckily, I don't gain that much weight, but I buy. Sometimes I avoid shops. It helps. But next thing you open an app by mistake, you find something 50% off, you buy. Yazi, you buy, and the storage boxes keep piling. They keep piling. You don't wear them, and I don't know, maybe it's because I saw it back home. My grandmother had lots of clothes and she never wore. She would wear 3 or 4 outfits, but if you open her wardrobe, there'll be clothes that her brother bought for her years ago, because my grandmother was from a good family where the brothers had money. She was from a very good background, so the brothers, whenever my great uncle visits, he would come with a 2-piece for his sister. Shoes, my grandmother never wore all of them. They would fill up the wardrobe. I don't know if I took after her or what's wrong, but I keep buying, and it's never enough. Whatever is on sale, I buy. Sometimes it's not on sale, I'll just buy. Sometimes sometimes I'm hurt. Like this other time I wrote an exam and Zakala on that exam, and I went and bought tracksuits and I put them in one of the storage boxes, and I was happy for some time. So it's a really big problem, because you also have partners. It's not like you are doing it alone. When you see something, you call one cousin, and she'll be like, buy for both of us. If you don't have money, I'm sending money. I know you'll pay me back. You always do. She will be sending money, and we are buying. And it's a pity because Bona, they do wear some of their clothes, but Mina, I never touch anything. The day I wear one of those things, I feel so guilty. I have to take it off 3 times. I remember I was wearing one of my jeans. I was going to work. I took it off 2 times. I was like, such a beautiful jean. I will never. Had to come back, change it. Until the 3rd time I wore it, and I was like, I'm wearing it. Felt so guilty because I was like, it was supposed to be in the box, enjoying whatever. I don't know if it's enjoying being new, but every time you have to wear something, it's an emotional struggle because it's like, no. So it's a big problem, but anyway, it's all right. We'll continue. Hey, it's all right. Otherwise, thank God I don't have credit cards and I don't take loans for those things, but I buy them from my savings. And I have to make sure my husband doesn't know, because sometimes he senses that when I say I don't have money, I actually do have money, because he will see plastics. And sometimes I must come back, and then if I discover that he came back home before me, I have to throw my clothes in the dustbin so that I collect them at night when he goes to sleep and put them in the garage. Sometimes I must leave them in the boot of the car. I remember one time I had to leave my clothes with the security guard at our complex, and I said I'll collect them. I gave him 20 rand for cold drink. I collected next morning when I went to work, because my husband would be like, I want to see what is that in the plastic, and it disturbs my spirit because I bought them with my own money, and the thing of you policing me and checking because sometimes my husband knows that I will buy clothes and put them underneath the plastic and then put grocery on top. So he always wants to see me offloading grocery, and it's like, now it's abusive for me because you can't be policing me like this. It's my money. I work for it. I did not steal it from you. I know I said I did not have money, but it's it's less than you are born Nanje. So it's like he's policing me now. Every time we offload, I know there must be a t-shirt somewhere. I know you are lying. So Yeah, but anyway, it's all right. So the third one, yes, I never lose hope. I wanted my mother and my grandmother to meet my sons, but they passed before that. So every now and then I play the pictures of my mother meeting my kids, my grandmother meeting my kids. And my first is 13 now, and it never leaves me, because maybe it's because my grandmother died a week before I gave birth to my first son. So I keep playing that thing of them meeting them. Even now, my son is 13 years old. It never leaves me. I keep thinking that it might happen, or it would have happened, something like that. Like, in my mind, I know they are gone, but I keep thinking that I keep having these scenarios of how it would have been. Like, I don't know why I never lose it, because I was supposed to get over it. Like, they can never meet. So I keep playing that thing like, hi, it would have been something. I keep playing scenarios where my grandmother holds my son, and it's been 13 years now. Same thing plays over and over to like, I don't know if I have hope that they will meet, which means I don't hope, because my son would have to die to meet them, which is not happening. But the thing of playing it over and over again, thinking it would have been something beautiful, having hope that they will still meet them, and always looking at my son and being like, he is exactly as my grandmother imagined how my kids would look. Because obviously I'm the darkest of her grandkids, and she was like, your kids are going to match our skin tone. They are not going to be dark like you. They are going to, and my son is very fair. My kids, both of them, are exactly as she spoke of them. And the way, and now also the thing of my grandmother would have spoiled them. The way she loved me, she covered me by all means. The way she loved me, I feel a bit robbed. That's why I keep playing these scenarios of her meeting them, because I feel like they were robbed of a grandmother. Obviously, their father's mom is still alive, and it doesn't matter to me. That is why whether he takes them to his mother, it's like you are pouring a duck with water. I'm like, oh, I don't care. Like, whether you tell, I'm like, oh, please. It's like I feel like my kids don't have a grandmother. That's what I struggle with. I feel like they were robbed. Like, yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it hits every day. Every day I see my kids, I'm like, yeah, I am delusional like that. Like, she would have been so proud. She would have loved you exactly as she loved me. So, anyway.
As is numbers, you know what, hey man, I I really don't know what to say exactly, because I've never experienced like that much loss, as in like that close now. But I haven't lied to you, sis comes. All right, now, like I always say, this is whole give more. We are all strangers here, but we are here for each other, man. Like, that's all that matters. But hey, thank you very much for actually sharing your story. You actually helped somebody there. But yeah, thank you very much. So now we're gonna close up with Sis Noni. So like, let me just do like a young promo for her, actually, because she actually helps us a lot, actually. So Sis Noni, she's a professional life coach, right? And I'm not sure who adopted who here, but we adopted each other. So like Monday to Friday, she's here with us, helping us where she can and however she can. So if you need like personal sessions like with her, just go to her DM ki or Sis Noni Life Coach. And remember her, she's not free, guys. She's a professional. She's not free. So let's like know that. But yeah, but for Rona here, she's helping where she can, however she can, when she can. So no pressure more in. Anyway. So she's Tandaga made it. So you'll be after Sis Noni ne tender. Great. So Sis Noni, what's your story, or maybe do you want to help, or maybe do you want to like share your story first, and then I don't know. It's up to you.
No, guys, thank you for adopting me. You guys definitely adopted me, and I appreciate it so much. I'm very grateful. This is a lovely, safe family to be a part of. I just want to just share just a little, just words of comfort. I hope for those that have shared some of their stories. You know, when it comes to grieving, there's no formula. There's no manual for grieving. It's a price we pay for being loved and for loving. And time does nothing. There will be days where it will feel like the person passed away yesterday. And there will be days where you'll be like, hey, Bo, it's been this many years. I can't believe it. You know, I'm actually making it in this life without this person for so many years. And there will be days where you will wake up and be like, but God, how? How did you allow such a thing to happen? And that is grief. It's not a linear process. It's just, yeah, there's no formula. So you can't ever let go of that person. How I comfort myself, I lost my stepdad in 2019. And unfortunately, my siblings who come after me, by the time they were old enough to know him and my mother were already separated. So he's my stepdad, but it's me and his older children who actually know him as a dad. Everybody else who comes after me, like, hates him. So, but to me, he was a dad. And then, so he passed away in 2019. And then I also lost Umamkulu in 2020, who was like my mom, you know. And then I have biological parents, but my parents, you know, they're in their 60s. They're finding themselves, they're a bit of a mess. I was basically raised by, mostly my stepdad was actually very responsible with my mom. You know, he was like really there as a father. And my older sister and my older sister and Umamkul, you know. And so Umamkul and my stepdad, there's no way I'm going to ever let them go. I see my stepdad in my husband. It's just by the grace of God. And I see myself in Umamkulu. You know, sometimes I do things and I'm like, hey, Bo, you know, and I see what's okay. You know, the things that I saw Mamkulu doing, I carry them in my spirit. And that's just how, you know, days are not the same. Days are not the same, but I just take strength, which I thank God, which I knew these people and I got to experience them the way that I experienced them. And then someone was also talking about having a problem where they shop a lot. That's a dopamine hit. Every time that you are shopping and you are buying something new, it's a dopamine hit. And you have to understand that it's either there's a problem that needs to be accepted or there's a problem that needs to be resolved. But every time that, I think it was this norms, every time that you are shopping and you don't need that thing, and you're just spending, you're just spending money and you don't really need that thing, but you feel you're very much compelled. And if you're feeling like you're not really that much in control or it's an emotional drive, then that is in your life that you need to either accept or resolve. And you have to deal with that thing, because when you start being deceitful with people around you, then you really lose control. And our ultimate goal as people is we want to self-actualize, and we're not going to self-actualize while we're still having things that are controlling us. Yeah, so I think that's basically what is in my heart to share with people. It helps sometimes to just do, especially with those sort of things like spending. It's not something to take lightly. It's not something to take lightly. Let's look and see what is it that what are those things. That's why I like to say if we can just take 5 minutes a day and set our alarm and allow our minds to roam free, to write about the things that we are struggling about. Allow our minds, if you're uncomfortable to write again, then take that 5 minutes and think about it. But trust me, writing it down makes a huge difference. All the things that you are struggling with, all the things that trouble you, just 5 minutes, not that you're trying to resolve them, but just to get it out of your system. Because sometimes you just get so overwhelmed, and then that's how the enemy comes in and he uses other things to distract you. So it's important to do that. And also, just like we take 5 minutes to focus on the things that overwhelm us, also taking some time. I did this with one of my clients yesterday. It's a way to like when you're stressed out, to help yourself, and you are in control of your dopamine hits, is to look at your life, the things that you are very grateful for and that you are happy about, and immediately your cortisol levels will stop acting up and your dopamine you'll start having a rise in dopamine just by sitting and looking at the things that you are grateful for, looking at your blessings. And the thing is, people don't want to do this because it sounds too easy. You would say, I'm going to feel better by doing this, but it actually works. So yeah, that is my advice for today. I wish love and light to everyone, and I really hope that we will all heal, Pile, and we thrive in this life. There's no second life. We only get one life. It's not a rehearsal. This is it. And some of us have already lived more than half of our lives. So then from now on moving forward, the days we're going to live are less than the days that we've already lived. Let's make the most of it. Thank you, guys.
I might live up to 100, by the way. But hey, I'm cool. I'm fine, thanks. But yeah, man. Burger King, there was this Noni, guys. She's a professional love coach. And let me remind you, as in, like some of you guys here, being a life coach, does not mean that you are the perfect being. So no, let's not be dizzy sometimes. Let's remember that we are human also, But yeah, you refill, calm down, chill, relax. Yeah, man. There's something that I want to say actually. More what she's Noni said. There's something that I learned actually 7 years ago. When I moved to Paraking Gauteng, I got sharp again now. There's something that was here actually. It was like, Edna, once you make peace with life's adversities, you'll be more peaceful, Not saying that you'll never feel the pain, the disappointment, like this and that, Mari. You'll know how to deal with it better and how to let go of it more effectively, So, breaking can happen, that's not something that's gonna happen now and then how breaking sharp. So now it's something you have to actively have to practice. Or okay, you know what, I got disappointed by mama. Okay, Nesha, yeah, it hurts, but fair, man, and you're it says holy pill. Then you're I feel, then you look forward to the next thing. But yeah, I just wanted to spice it up there. We're not saying that you are made of steel, you won't feel shit, but one step at a time. There's a favorite song of mine by PJ Morton actually. It's called Let Go. That song saved me from a lot of shit, but not today. But yeah, so just listen to it. It's called Let Go by PJ Morton. And yeah, we're closing off with Sis Tandega, so which is her first time here, Marina. It's king. Hona yena le bo pressures mo phela ba etsa tsikene mo groove mo comment. And now she's here today. Hi Tandega.
It's not my first time. Hi, how are you?
This is the first time with me. I'm great. How are
No,
you?
it's not. It's not. The last time you sent me a request.
Yeah, but then now you were just here on some hi bye no and then gone. See, I
Mama,
remember.
really hi, boy.
Mm.
Well, ngingenele subs and usisnoms kahle kahle. When it comes to usis subs, ne, like usis Noni said, there is no manual when it comes to grief or rather grieving. But the Bible does say that make your submissions known to the Lord, ne? And by that, but that saying it means you need to let God know what you want God to know about you. If you're hurting, let God know. God is always there for us, not only in our good times or bad times, but He's always there. So have continuous relationships or rather conversations with Him. Let Him be your diary if need be. And also, Sis Noni did say, we must write down the things that we want to see happen in our lives and the things that we want to let go of. So writing down is also a way of coping in a way, because the more you write, the more that writing becomes some sort of a prayer and it becomes a submission to God, right? And then when it comes to Usisi, who? Noms. Usis Noms said that she wishes that her son would meet her late grandma. What I'm gonna say to you is that make it a norm. Every morning you ask your children what they dream about or what they had dreamt of, because you will find out. You remember, we sometimes dream of people that we do not know, and we get confused because okay, I dreamt of this person, but it feels like I know this person. What I mean, I know I don't know this person. And when I describe the person to someone who knows the person, then that someone would tell me, no, this is who and who and who and who. So make it a norm, or you ask your children what they dream about. I find out they even met your grandma through their dreams. They've dreamt of her. And then when you're out here stressing, they do not know her. Yeah. And then now you hey, indaba yakho yokushopha my sister. Yazi, if kunguthi okay, if you are a giver, because some people aren't givers, but if you are a giver, I'd suggest if ukshopper gives you peace, then shop to give to someone. You know, if shopping gives you peace, shop to give to someone. Shop in the form of gifting it to someone. Because my pastor normally says that our peace frustrates the devil. So the more we are peaceful, the more the devil gets frustrated. So if Kungwitsi, not saying not devil, but if Kungwitsi, because any interface, the devil brings us it, like he disrupts our life, he gives us anxiety, he's just there to disrupt our lives. And also Snams did say there was a time where she wrote a test and the test dribbled her and she came back very sad, and the only way she could be happy was to buy tracksuits, and she bought that. So that's why I'm saying the devil comes to destroy and disrupts impilo yethu. And that's what the devil did when you wrote that test. He came and he whispered things that are not true to you regarding that test. So that's why I'm saying, if you are a giver, then buy to gift someone. And you'll be at peace and happy. Garage. That's my piece and that's my 2 cents.
Very much. And wait. But Genesis Noms, she said she's a giver, but then like no one wears her size. So guys, hello, like you're a lady, you wear size 15. So please like just head up to Noms. That's all, no? Yeah. Not very loud. I'm joking, by the way, about the 15. I'm joking. Yeah, man. Joe, you know what? Hey, man. Sister Tanga, thank you very much. Eh?
You're
You just
welcome.
the the spiritual, is very kind of view of it. And yeah, man. You might, yeah, as in like, like spirituality, the universal science, like they actually
They
work
work hand in
in
hand.
a way. Hmm?
Kere, they work hand in hand.
Yeah. So as in like, let's just be mindful of that. But you know what? You might be thinking this Mari, when you look Horoken, like Wopil, man. This happened like this, then this, then that, then that. Maybe that's a message there. So yeah, let's just try to be more open-minded there. But hey, man, thank you very much, Sister Ndega. Guys, there's a video that I saw last night actually, which made me decide to actually use this the thing working like today in Hore. There was a lady there as in that said there's a season for as in like Dilotswati. Luana, you wrote it, I think. Like Mona wrote it. Hore. The good times very high born. It's again like you gonna have the money in the world, you're gonna have the biggest friends in the world, marry. There will be a time where that's gonna stop. Then now you are gonna have to deal with the grief. So Angelio, that's not forever. Marry. Learn to be there, learn to accept okay. Now as in like this is my season for this and then like this is my season for that. Then embrace it actually, no? Then you'll be able to deal with it as in like better. So like I said, learn to make peace with life's adversities, then more you'll be more better. Not that you'll be you won't feel pain or like this and that, no. You're gonna feel it. You are gonna get hurt in this marry, you'll be able to actually deal with it better and you'll be more stronger. And with those words, Sivala Lapo, Bazalwane, thank you very much for joining us. Lerato, you're late. When we were having the heart to heart here, like, we were speaking about letting go of, like stuff. Maybe you lost your phone, or maybe, like death, or, sorry about that. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining me. My name is Leroy, and we are McCoy Rundown, and we are a support group. We are just a group of friends who enjoy having lively conversations and helping each other out. We are here Monday to Friday from 20 past 10. Monday to Friday from 20 past 10. Vroeg. We listen to Ask a Man. We are not affiliated with Metro FM Zero. We are just a group of friends who enjoy listening to that, then speaking about such things. So yeah, Monday to Friday from 20 past 10 in the morning we're here. We have different hosts for different days. So Leroy is on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then Tuesday, Thursday, KG. Then yeah, and remember to catch the replays more YouTube actually. Like just check Mokoya Rundown, and we update them 9 p.m. the same day. So now today's one you're gonna get it tonight, more YouTube 9 p.m. But then hey, thank you very much for you guys for being here. Thank you very much our resident life coach Alexis Noni. You need help with therapy, just hit her up, more her DMs there. But then she's not free. Reminder. And yeah, man, thank you very much. Have a great day and be blessed. And learn to smile, learn to love yourself more, and be a good person. I'm Leroy, and I love you. Now I'm gonna have lunch. Fuck, I'm hungry.